Many of you may know her for her hit single New Day, featured on the last season finale of The Hills. Others of you may know her for winning OneRepublic's 2007 YouTube contest, where she remade the hit single Apologize. We're here today at Interscope Records to give you a first and exclusive inside look on Tamar Kaprelian. I'm sitting here with Tamar Kaprelian. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So you won the OneRepublic YouTube contest for Apologize.
I did.
How did you feel?
My producer was talking to me. He was like, you know, there's this great song, Apologize, and I'd been a fan of Ryan's for years. And I was like, yeah, I really like it. And he's like, well, you should just do a cover of it and throw it up on YouTube and, you know, see what happens. So I did it. And I went on their site and I saw this thing, do a cover of Apologize, and literally I'd already done the video.
Okay, so you weren't even doing it towards the contest.
No,
okay.
I'd already done the video and I was like, that's so weird. I was like, okay,
meant to
whatever. Honestly, like I can't, it's one of those things that you look back on it a couple, you know, it was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I don't even know how it fell into place, really. So I get a message on my YouTube account saying you won this contest, and I don't, and
through
I never
message.
through a message through one of like the Interscope scouts, and I wrote him back. I was like, that's really cool. He's like, yeah, they're gonna do an intro to your video, and it's really exciting. I was like, great.
That's amazing.
So it was really neat. It's weird. It's weird how some things like just you can't explain it, and you kind of look back on it and you're like, well, obviously something was meant to happen here.
Definitely.
You know? So I feel like that's what that kind of was.
So this was the route you were meant to take growing up. Did you ever think that you'd be a successful musician?
I always knew I was going to be a musician. Always. It was just...
You have to believe in yourself,
yeah,
and you did.
Yeah. And I feel lucky that I have something that I'm so passionate about, and that I get to create. You know, I get to make a career out of it.
Once you get in front of the piano, you are so dangerous, but in a good way. Could you tell us what you got your passion from?
Well, I think music was just always such a integral part of like who I am, and you know, I grew up listening to my dad play the piano and the guitar around the house, and so I was very much influenced by him growing up, and the records that he would play in the house. My favorite artist by far is Billy Joel.
Okay.
I love like Queen and Bob Dylan. Lyrically, I'm obsessed with Bob Dylan's lyrics. I love Carole King. Classic like 70s Beatles, Paul McCartney.
Speaking of Paul McCartney, I just spoke with Ryan Tedder from OneRepublic, and that's his
awesome.
Dream collaborator. What's it like working with him?
With Ryan?
Yeah.
He's amazing. During the process of making a record, you get the chance to work with a lot of super talented people, but you know, I walked in the room with Ryan, and he's one of those guys that can just instantly come up with something brilliant. You go, like, how? I sat down and talked to him. I was like, how do you do that? He's just on all the time, and it's something that you kind of, as a young artist, you like aspire. You want to be like that. So yeah, he's amazing. It was a great experience.
Awesome. So
really
your
cool.
song New Day it was featured on the season finale of The Hills.
It was.
What was going through your head when they told you, we're going to feature your single?
Well, we didn't know where it was going to be.
Okay.
So I knew it was on the show, and they were going to use a little clip of my video at the end. So we were really excited, and then they ended up. It was the last song, and it was, as you know, Lauren was driving off into the sunset, and they used a huge clip of it.
Yes, they did.
They used at least over a minute or something, and they usually don't do that. And I was so thrilled. It was really cool.
The next day, you got thousands and thousands of hits on YouTube, MySpace.
Yeah, very reactive, which was really, really exciting.
So for people out there who haven't been able to hear your music yet, how would you describe it in just 4 words?
Oh my. It's an honest, sexy, smart, I have one more word, don't I?
Yes, honest, sexy, smart.
I don't know.
I would say
what would you
passionate.
say? Okay,
just
perfect.
because it is.
Perfect.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear your music.
Okay, perfect.
So
Team effort on that one.
Yes.
I liked it.
So now we're gonna have a little bit of fun.
Yay!
We're gonna ask you some funner questions.
Why was this not fun? This
was fun. Okay, so I have to ask, Twilight, are you Team Edward or Team Jacob?
I'm Team R-Pats for sure.
R-Pats, okay. Yeah. Robert Pattinson. Who would you say is your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush. Probably, I'm Justin Timberlake fan.
Ooh, he's a babe.
Yeah, I think he's my crush.
Tell him out there.
Justin, I met you a couple months ago. I don't know if you remember, but yeah.
Give her a call.
Yeah, you know. I'm having everybody call me now. R-Pats and Justin and oh man.
Who would you say is your dream collaborator?
Dream collaborator. I would love to work with Alicia Keys. I love her. I would love to work with her.
Well, I hope that becomes true
Yeah,
for you.
that could be really cool.
So, do you have any message for your fans out there?
Message for my fans. I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody to hear my record. It's something that, you know, I've worked really hard on, and I can't wait to share it with all of you guys.
I was lost, but I found what I was looking for. Waking up to a new day.
Well, everyone, there you have it. We brought you the first and exclusive inside look on Tamar Kaprelian. Make sure to grab her CD coming out everywhere early 2010. Until next time, I'm Vanessa Mujica.
I'm Tamar Kaprelian.
And you're watching
Starpulse.com.